Coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. Hornets coming to town hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip. You know, fellas, you don't see a lot of the bright spots in the record, just the one win facing a lot of challenges.
And they need to play much better tonight than they did in the first.
.149 left here in the first quarter.
You know, I thought Charlotte went to their bench as much as most other teams last season. Those guys ate up time for the starters, but weren't nearly efficient scoring the ball as you might want them to be.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. MKG and Zeller at the forward duo. Jeremy Lin is out there with Freak, and it's Kaminsky in at center.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
For the Hornets last season, their bench was weak at times. They just couldn't really score that well.
And the Hornets bench was the only bench to shoot under 40% from the floor for the season.
Calderon kicks to Galloway. Now here's Serafin. He's tightly guarded. Shot clock at 5. Outside Williams. Calderon, that's for 2. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put... Whoa! Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
Galloway, good on the 13-footer. Galloway has got 6.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Lin from long range, and the release was before the... And we reached the end of the first quarter. Hornets lead by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
I wasn't sure, you know.
Well, on a game filled with some... Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Louis Amundsen. Williams, he's checked in for Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Black in at shooting guard. Batuma's out there with Zeller. Then it's Kaminsky. And it's Lin in at the point guard position. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
A minute 42 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Galloway. Last time out he had 13 points. Back to Aflalo from past the arc. They get it again.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
O'Quinn can't hit.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And 101 left to play in the first half.
tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up the lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
There's a screen by Williams. Feeds to Seraphin. His first shot coming late. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Lynn the pass to Zeller. Kaminsky dishes to Batum. Hits it from three-point range. Batum's got his second basket of the night.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here's Galloway, defended by Lynn. Galloway kicks to Afflalo. Here's Seraphin. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Galloway. And so we wrap up.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Knicks.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. New group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Porzingis. Williams, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Afflalo. Calderon and Galloway are the guard set. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Amundsen. And it's Williams at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Shot clock at 6. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. For New York, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Knicks trail by 12. Galloway kicks to Amundsen. Now here's Calderon, covered by Black, and the rejection by Black.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
Williams kicks to Galloway. Five on the clock. And it's blocked by Black. Here's Kid Gilchrist. The shot misses. So New York will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference. You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Here's Galloway, defended by Lynn. Galloway, the pass to Amundsen. That's good. Amundsen's got his second bucket.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. And their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
2 shots.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's Galloway. He's got 8. Here's Serafin. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks answers.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Changes here for the Hornets. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Black, he's in at small forward. Ryan Roberts out there with Jeremy Lin. Then it's Williams. And it's Kaminsky in at the center, locking down the middle. A nice shot by Black.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Lopez sets a screen for Anthony. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Anthony. Lopez has got 14 points here in the second half.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Freak with it.
Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their team. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Lance Thomas comes in for Kevin Serafin. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Porzingis. And it's Grant in for Carmelo Anthony. Vujacic kicks to Amundsen. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound in this one. To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position.
Thomas dishes to Amundsen. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Kicks it to Williams. He feeds it to Black. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Charlotte moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Williams can't get it to go. Now Vujacic. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one.
Well, gentlemen, I'm here with Al Jefferson, and certainly a nice bounce-back win for you guys tonight. You got some help from the bench that seemed to make a significant impact.
Oh, yeah, man, just real good. Playing well with that second unit, man. It was just, you know, we played well tonight on the defense end. We attacked their zone better than last time, too.
The deeper you are in the NBA, the better you are. Al, we appreciate it, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And standing by for the post-game show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Nicholas Batum. He's not always known to make the big headlines or get a lot of media attention, but he does make the big plays, and he made them throughout this one.
He put in some serious work on the glass.